Welcome back to the channel. Today we got my thoughts on the Cavs at 76ers in-season tournament game last night. Now, I was at this game, and this was probably the craziest NBA game I've ever been to. Like, the amount of twists and turns this game had, it was very up and down for both teams. Personally, I hit crazy New York traffic before the game. Didn't get there until 6 minutes left in the third quarter, and that quarter and a half plus overtime was some of the craziest basketball I've ever watched. I got there, I think the Cavs were up 17 at that point. 76ers ended up coming back, tying it, taking the lead at the end of regulation. Garland makes a couple of free throws, and overtime was back and forth, and Cavs were able to pull it out. Crazy game, again, without Mitchell, LeVert, and Okoro. So, what the Cavs are doing right now is awesome. Obviously, I think it's becoming almost national news just how amazing Craig Porter Jr. has been. And, Garland's been going crazy every game. Allen and Mobley are really stepping up, especially Allen, these last couple of games against Embiid and Jokic. So, got a lot to say about this game. This was awesome. And honestly, the first 2.5 quarters will kind of be a first reaction because I didn't get to watch this game, obviously live because we were driving to the game as those were going on. So obviously I heard the radio, like I knew it was going on, but I didn't. I wasn't able to see that live. So I'm excited to see what happened here. So let's go. Cavs at 76ers from last night. Let's see what, let's get into it. And even like Dean Wade, even though people will point to the fact he didn't score, he had some huge rebounds and defensive plays, especially against Maxey. He had some really nice defense on him. I love the inside passing. So that's a big thing, for when Mitchell gets back. Like this big to big passing, just what I was about to talk about. Like stuff like that, Garland being able to be the playmaker, facilitator he is, and also being able to be aggressive and score the way he does. I think that there's a very real way for them to have all those things happen while Mitchell's on the floor. And I don't think it's a Mitchell thing necessarily. I think it's a coaching thing. But if they could play within this offense plus add Mitchell to it rather than having the offense completely revolve around Mitchell, because Mitchell's going to get his regardless. He's so talented. It doesn't and he's so good off ball. He's going to get his regardless. But if they can have him play within the offense rather than building the whole offense separate from this for Mitchell with these guys on the floor, they're gonna be unstoppable, And then obviously when, Garland's on the bench, Mitchell can play his game. But in terms of the offense, I think there's no reason why it shouldn't be a seamless fit. And this was that's a beautiful move by Craig Porter Jr. right there. Man, he was making so many great plays last night. Craig Porter, he's got to be the backup point guard now. There's no reason why he shouldn't be getting minutes every game. I like the way Tristan Thompson played last night, too, especially on that last possession in regulation. He played really nice defense on Embiid, and Embiid missed it. But, man, Garland, a lot of people were really worried about him earlier this year when he wasn't, after he came back from the injury, he wasn't playing well. But, these last few games, he's been incredible. And when they've really needed this win streak, after a poor start to the season, he's the one who's really led the team, stepped up. It's been a team effort. Can't say enough about what Allen's done, what Mobley's done, what Craig Porter Jr.'s done, what Strus has done. Strus shooting like 17 of 40 on his last 43s. He's been awesome, but, Garland's the one who ultimately the whole team runs through. But, and he's been doing amazing, so really happy. But, man, Max Strus, I got the jersey on right now, and big fan of what he's been doing, especially since Garland's come back. He's been, with Garland's playmaking, getting him in great positions, he's just been incredible. And Strus doesn't just shoot either. He can, he could get to the hoop pretty well, especially with his cutting. Strus is able to get, a lot of easy shots around the rim. And also, he's a really good rebounder, which was surprising. His defense is not bad at all. I was not expecting him to be a good defender. But Strus is really a great all-around player. Melton's tough. He had some nice plays yesterday. Man, Strus was everywhere, man. What a drive. That was awesome. He's really good in the fast break too, surprisingly. Yeah, I haven't seen this yet. Wow. Yeah, I heard this on the radio. I was really hyped when that happened. That was a nice buzzer beater. It's like 32 feet, I think. So yeah, at this point the Cavs were really pulling away. This was like right before I got to the game. That was the first time I was at a game in Philly. I know Philly fans have a reputation for not being the nicest. The Philly fans I was talking with they were good people. I liked them a lot. It was a good had a really good time there. Also had a Cavs fan near me, which was nice. What a pass. Man, that's the type of stuff that happens, when the Cavs actually play within the offense. Again, I don't think it's a Mitchell problem. I think it's a coaching thing. I think they get lazy when Mitchell's there. They think, he's just going to be able to score and carry everything. There's no reason for that. Look at what these guys are able to do. Like, they're all great players. This was around the time I got to the game, too. I got to the game around 6 minutes left in the third. Tobias Harris hit some big shots, too. But, man, around this time, the reffing, the calls they were giving the 76ers were insane. Like, it literally felt like they were trying to carry the 76ers to a win. Luckily, the Cavs in the past would not have been able to do what they did after, some bad calls and, some misses and stuff. That was scary. I thought Garland was hurt at that point. I think they called timeout here, and then he ended up being all right. But, yeah. Beautiful passing, man. Again, we hadn't seen that much this last couple of years. I don't understand why. I don't get it. Because, again, it should make sense. Like, Mitchell is such a talented off-ball player. There's no reason for them not to play the way they always do. What a move. That was such a great... This was like, pure point guard move right here. I know we've seen Garland do it, but the fact this guy is a rookie, this is probably his 6th game actually playing in the NBA, and being able to read the floor like this, this is beautiful point guard play right here. Like, that's just incredible. It's incredible, man. He plays like a 10-year vet, and he's played 5 or 6 games in the NBA. I know he's 23 years old or whatever. Like, he's not it's not Monty Bates where he's like 19, but he brings the Cavs exactly what they need, and he's only going to get better because at the end of the day, you're not going to be the same player on the last day in the NBA as you are on your, 6th day in the NBA. And, he's quick, but it's not even like he relies too much on athleticism. He makes great plays with it, but he's really just a great floor general. It reminds me a lot of like an Andre Miller type of player, honestly. That's probably the best comparison for Craig Porter Jr.'s game that I could think of is like Andre Miller. And he was a really, really solid player for a long time, Andre Miller. So if we have our Andre Miller, I'll be very happy. Right before this, Strus, I think when it was 99-94, Strus got slapped on the arm. Crazy, like, obvious slap. No call on a 3. And then on the other end, Strus ended up committing a flagrant foul. It was clear flagrant, but they should have given him a 3-point foul on the other end. And then right after that, I believe, they call an illegal screen, an obvious illegal screen. And all these 76ers fans were like complaining about the illegal screen. It's like, dude, you've gotten like 5 calls in a row. And also, it was a clear illegal screen. They challenged it. It was unsuccessful because it was an illegal screen. But, the referee around this part of the game was atrocious. It was bad. This was bad rebounding by the Cavs right here. Strus or Craig Porter Jr. should have gotten that ball, and then Tobias Harris ties the game. And to Tobias Harris's credit, he's always been a big shot maker. This was a crazy shot. This was crazy clutch. That's one of those shots that you just work on in the driveway. It's like one of those shots you don't think you're really ever about shooting, but it's just like, it's one of those shots you just practice for fun type of thing. That was a crazy, and also, man, this passing here, on the Mobley. I think it was Mobley to Allen, right? Or was it Allen to Mobley? Again, this is the type of stuff we don't see with Mitchell out there. Which again, I'm not saying it's Mitchell's fault. It's not a reason why they shouldn't be doing this with Mitchell out there. It just feels like pretty lazy, honestly, from coaching point of view. They're not focusing on that because they got such great chemistry, Mobley and Allen. But it's so awesome to see it, back like that. Dean Wade played good defense there. Missed, not foul, but still making it a tough finish. It is, man. This was ridiculous. I don't know what Wade. I don't know what Wade was doing there. I don't know why he didn't jump for that. Right before that, Strus, I forget which player it was, but Strus had tied somebody up for 5 seconds. I don't know why it wasn't a jump ball. And then Patrick Beverley gets that floater. I was very confused. But at this point, I'm like, no way we lose on a Patrick Beverley floater. Then Garland did a nice job of drawing contact. And really the unsung hero of the game right here, Tristan Thompson getting up on him, forcing him into a tough shot, and a miss. And then, Embiid had 5 fouls. So I think at least three of the baskets, like here, Embiid really couldn't play up on him because if he played up too much, it would have been 6 fouls. So he had to be careful. That wasn't really anything to do with Embiid having 5. That was just a great pass from Mobley to Allen. I really don't know how Garland didn't get that ball. That was a nice move by Embiid because he's been shooting that jumper the whole game, and then he didn't do it. But then one of the plays of the game here, man, what a finish by Craig Porter Jr. And I can't say enough about... I've got to talk about him more after the game because I got a lot to say about Craig Porter Jr. Tobias Harris, again, always been a big shot maker. Can't leave him open in that situation. Felt like they were going to get the steal before that. This was a huge rebound by Garland here. Huge rebound. And then great pass from Craig Porter. And Jarrett Allen was making the floaters. In regulation, Jarrett Allen was having a really hard time catching the ball towards the end. There was a few bad plays he made towards the end, but man, in overtime, he more than made up for it. He was incredible. And then Garland came up clutch again. It's not easy. I don't care how good of a free throw shooter he is. It's not easy to make 4 straight down the stretch. Also, Mobley had 2 big free throws in the clutch last night. I think he went 6 of 6 from the free throw line. And, it's awesome to see considering, he's had his free throw struggles at times too. And then Dean Wade, the defense here, just amazing defense. And what a win, man. I mean, being down three of your big-time rotation players, man, somebody had to step up. And recently it's been Craig Porter Jr., man. For him to come in as an undrafted rookie, really having to earn his playing time. I'm sure the Cavs, they saw the potential in him. From everything that's been said, they saw the potential in him from day one, from before the draft. But the fact that he's played them to a position where they have to believe in him. There's no way he gets any more do not plays the rest of the year. Like, he's too good. Like, they need him. And they've been looking for, somebody like this for a while. I mean, listen, I love Ricky Rubio. His 2021 start was amazing, but at the end of the day, he did not look like the same player anymore last year. And Ty Jerome is he's fine, but he's not, a game changer. Craig Porter Jr. is a game changer. His defense, his finishing, his playmaking. Honestly, if he can ever get that shooting to the next level, he might be a lot more than a great backup. Obviously, he could never, start with Garland and Mitchell there, but he could be like a potential like 6 man of the year type of player if he really, puts work into that shot. His play, I've been so impressed with everything from the type of defense he plays. Some of the steals he's made have been ridiculous, and then his ability as a floor general this soon into his NBA career is crazy. You gotta give a lot of credit to Wichita State because they've had a bunch of players. Fred VanVleet, what's the guy who played for the Knicks? His name's escaping right now. Craig? No, it wasn't Craig. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was a decent player too, and they've had a couple more, I believe. But man, like they really build up their players, and he's it's just awesome to see what they're doing right now with these guys out and how the season started, and they've really turned it around during this stretch, and every single player on the team has been awesome. This game was so much fun to be at. Like honestly, after getting there so late, and at points we were like, should because the New York traffic was so crazy, it's like, should we turn around and just not go, because like we didn't even know if we were gonna make it. And we ended up getting there with 6 minutes left in the third and seeing like the best 23 minutes of basketball you'd ever see. So amazing game. Very happy to see what the Cavs are at. Hopefully, get another win against Miami tonight. I know Mitchell's out, Okuro's out, Jerome's out, Dean Wade's doubtful, and LeVert's questionable. So we'll see. But can't have any doubt in this team after the last 4 games how they played. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go Cavs. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.